Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the movie calendar. Today we are going to go through October of 2021, go through all the releases in that month. And the reason you are hearing me and not seeing me right now is because I'm actually in the middle of remodeling the basement, so I don't really have a lot of room to shoot myself with the camera. So instead I'm going to be using my podcast setup. But let's just jump into it because October is a pretty hefty month. First off, with October 1st, we have the sequel to Venom, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I personally am not extremely excited about this because I wasn't the biggest fan of the first Venom, but this movie brings in Woody Harrelson as Carnage and it's directed by Andy Serkis, which does give me a little bit of hope, but not too much. I just recently saw a trailer where Venom is at a rave and he drops the mic, so no thank you to that. But if you liked the first Venom movie, and I know that that movie does have its fans, then Venom 2 will be coming out on October 1st. Also on October 1st on HBO Max and in theaters, we have The Many Saints of Newark, the long-anticipated prequel film to The Sopranos. I've actually never seen the Soprano movie, so I can't really talk about this film that much, but this is going to chronicle the rise of Tony Soprano and all that gangster goodness. So if you liked The Soprano show and you're interested in seeing a prequel about Tony Soprano and what life was like for him during his teenage years, you should watch The Many Saints of Newark, coming out October 1st on HBO Max and in theaters. Also in theaters on October 1st, we have the sequel to The Addams Family called simply The Addams Family 2. I did see the first Addams Family, and I thought it was pretty average, and this film looks even more so. I always say that there's two death keels to franchises. One is when they go on a road trip, and another one a cruise. This one is doing the road trip, so I am not particularly looking forward to it, but I might watch it just because it is Halloween, and the Addams Family is very Halloween-y. So Addams Family 2 comes out October 1st. And October 8th, we have the long-anticipated, long-delayed No Time to Die, the 5th Daniel Craig Bond film and the 25th James Bond film altogether. I'm very much looking forward to this. Something you guys might not know about me is that I am a huge James Bond fan. I've seen most of the films. I think I only haven't seen 2. This movie was COVID's punching bag, and it has been delayed time and time again. It is finally coming out October 8th, 2021, only in theaters. On October 15th, we have Halloween Kills, the sequel to David Gordon Green's Halloween 2018. I am cautiously optimistic. I'm a little excited, but I'm cautious because I wasn't the biggest fan of the 2018 movie. I thought it was okay, but I thought they played it a little too safe. I felt like it could have been much better. I was really disappointed with some aspects of that movie, so I hope Halloween Kills redeems it. We can only hope. And of course, I gotta watch this because this is Halloween month, so you gotta watch Halloween Kills. So we'll see how good that is. I'm a little worried, but we'll see. I could be proven wrong and it could be amazing, but we'll see. Also on October 15th, we have The Last Duel. This movie is directed by Ridley Scott, but the thing that really is making this movie kind of go around people's minds is the fact that this is the reteaming of the Academy Award winning writers duo of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, who also star in the film. It's a historical drama, and it looks pretty interesting. It looks like it could be either really good or really boring. It's kind of one of those movies. Adam Driver is also in it, and Jodie Comer is in it. It looks like it could be interesting. I'm excited for it because I definitely want to see what Ben Affleck and Matt Damon reteaming up can do, but we'll see. It takes place in 14th century France, and it's about the last legally sanctioned duel in France's history. So we'll see how that goes. On October 22nd, we have 2 pretty big films, especially for, you cinephiles out there, because we have Dune, directed by Denis Villeneuve, based off of Frank Herbert's giant book. Apparently, this film chronicles only part 1 of the first book, so it's going to be split up into parts. Hopefully, this film can make enough money to sustain itself to be a franchise, but we'll have to wait and see because it will be released in theaters and HBO Max on October 22nd. Also, on October 22nd, we have Wes Anderson's new film, The French Dispatch, which it looks like the most Wes Anderson movie that has ever Wes Andersoned. If you love Wes Anderson, you need to check out The French Dispatch because holy crap, that is the most Wes Anderson-looking movie of all time. On October 29th, we have Last Night in Soho, the horror film that is directed by Edgar Wright. And if you don't know Edgar Wright, he did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, At World's End, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Baby Driver. So I am really excited about this. I love his visual style, and I love the way he tells stories. So I'm really looking forward to Last Night in Soho. The visuals look really trippy, look really crazy, and I am due for a good horror film, especially 2 days before Halloween, October 29th. Also, we have Antlers coming out on October 29th. This film has also been very long delayed. It's directed by Scott Cooper. This could be a very interesting film. Looks like it could be one of those horror films that is very slow paced or very unnerving, more so than actual like scary. But it's produced by Guillermo del Toro and David S. Goyer, some heavy hitters in the industry. So we'll see how that turns out. And I'm just gonna throw out a couple streaming movies on October 29th. We have Paranormal Activity Next of Kin, directed by Will Eubank. I'm not the biggest fan of Paranormal Activity. I honestly think Paranormal Activity might be the most overrated horror franchise of all time, especially that first one. I'm not hugely into those movies, but if you are interested in Paranormal Activity Next of Kin will be on Paramount Plus October 29th, 2021. Also on Netflix, October 29th, 2021, we have Army of Thieves, the prequel to Army of the Dead by Zack Snyder. This follows the safecracker from that movie who, spoiler alert, dies. So I don't know if anyone was asking for a prequel of that safecracker character, but you got it anyway. So if you want to watch it, that's going to be on Netflix October 29th. All right, guys, that is the entire movie calendar for October of 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, guys, bye-bye.